All right, everybody. So this is a video that's going to show you how to make a model. So your first, I have an audience member, by the way, so if you hear any grunts, it's my 8-month-old. So if you wanted to build this form, for example, how would you go about it? So these are the drawings that you did in the very beginning, or similar to this, and you're just thinking of a structure on how to build something like this. This is a artist sculpture, Martin Puryear, and so I just took that and I just want to see if I can make a quick model out of it as a starting point. Remember, these are just starting points. This is nothing yet that's going to turn into something. Another thing I found, this is my 8-month-old chew toy, and I just thought it was kind of how similar it was to what we're doing right now. So just talks about how to build things, how to construct things. And what you're going to construct this out of is straws. So this is from your local store. These are just generic version, flexible straws. So you want flexible, bendable straws. And this comes in packs of 100. You're probably going to go through quite a bit. Another thing you're going to go through that you you might need more of, and I would consider ordering it now, are these glue sticks here. So you the glue sticks that came in your 3D design kit, I think you have 12. Yeah, it says right there, 12. This was $1.99 for a pack of 12. They're pretty cheap. So you can just go to Amazon, order some more. The link is actually on the site page, and you can find the link and order this exact same thing. Or just make sure they're mini size, that's all you need. And they should fit right into your glue stick thing here. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna use these guys here, and you're gonna construct a interior structure, an armature, which is like the skeleton of your body, to build something. And you kind of see, I was doing this before, just kind of playing around with the material. Straws hold up pretty well. You can get pretty long with them. Oops, this kind of fell apart. But you can get pretty long. You can construct anything. You can twist and turn. They're lightweight, and the sorry, it fell apart. And the glue holds them together quite well. So it's a great armature. If you don't want to go with the multicolored and you just want to go with one color, great. If you want to, once you make your final form, if you want to divide everything into color sections like green, purple, and whatever, and kind of work your way down or make a gradient. That all depends. In some cases, your internal armature might show if you use glue and water mixture for the skin. And if you go ahead and choose a different, these are just quick models, so they're a little rough. But if you also use flour and water, it's more opaque. This shows the interior structure, which I think is kind of cool. However, I'm not sure about the multicolored part yet. And this just shows where it turns. All right, he's getting kind of active. So how would we make this? First thing you would do is I would designate how big you want the circle, right? So maybe you get something that's circular. And again, you're making like a model. So I have something here that's circular, and I'm just gonna take a pencil and trace a circle around. Okay, so there's my circle. And what I can do is just try to cut this up into shapes or lengths, that are going to create that circle. So it feels like this length might do it, maybe just a slight shorter. And then if I just cut this up so many times, and you might want to keep your bendy parts for another part, or you can also use it as part of your design. So if this is 2 and this is 2, maybe I'll just bend this part. So maybe I could do this, and this. And all you're going to do here is you're just going to glue them together, which is pretty simple. You use the hot glue gun, glue a little section, put this on here. And it takes like 3-4 minutes for it to dry. I'm scared to put it down on something because I know it's going to stick to it. But I didn't think this through. If it's like a hard surface, like if I had a brick or something, I'd put it down. I don't think it would stick to the brick. But for now, I'm just going to put it on, just put it here. It'll probably stick there, but it is what it is. You know what? Yeah, there you go. It is sticking there. This is the part of the video I didn't think through. Once it dries, though, I mean, it's curing right now. It's still bendable, but it's holding, and it still sticks. So there we go. Now I can start the next one. That's the only time-consuming aspect of this. There's a way around it, I'm sure. If you do have something that's stone or that it won't stick to, I'm trying to think like a tile. But once you get the first layer on, you can start to build up. What are you doing? Pretty funny, Baxter, pretty funny. I'm just trying to do this quickly. And again, this is a model. Model should be about as big as your hand or your, I mean, as wide, as long as your hand or like the human head, somewhere between that. Keep them small. You don't want to spend too much time on the model. I'd rather have you spend more time on the final piece. So all I'm doing is I'm just following this drawing as a guide, and I'm keeping my drawing here so I can think of like, okay, so there's one layer, there's another layer, there's another layer, and I can kind of build up. I don't have to make my model exactly like this, but I can just make a mini one just to get a sense, and then I can cover it. So you're just going to make a couple models, see where this goes. These models I just threw together pretty quickly while I'm waiting for this to dry. Actually, I'll just cut a few more pieces. It's about that big. See if I can keep that. I'll just keep that. So, what was I saying? Oh, when I was starting to put this together, all I did was take a couple of these straws, fold this one section, you know, stick your finger in the middle and then kind of fold. And I'm sure everyone's done this when you're kids drinking from a soda. And then you can kind of extend it. You get these, you can kind of bend a little bit. And then you can cut these in half. I'll just cut this down here. Having a good old time by himself. And build and build and build. You can even do stuff like that if you want, but and this would be like a flat thing and you would just build up. So you're just constantly building until you can get volume. And again, how do you make an organic form out of things that are straight? Yes, you have some organic elements there that turns into a curve, but you have to think about the internal structure. But I will say, it is nice when a glue gun can quickly do the work. Get out of there. Already these things are holding pretty well, and you wouldn't think it would at first. I'm not going to go all the way around and make this video and have you painfully watch me go all the way around, but I'm just trying to show you how you can make these models. And once I would, once this goes around in that direction, once this goes around in that direction, then you can start building these vertical ones and you just kind of go on top. But what I would do is maybe make a second tier, a second circle, and then I would start to fit them in, you know, but I can also always show you, I'm just going to do like a small version, maybe something like, maybe I'll go that high, something like that high, which is about that big. If you decide to put something like, say right here, right, I'm just gluing that, I'm going to stick this down, and you just want it to go vertical up. It's going to want to fall over, so just use something that's around you, maybe like this box here, and it just holds it in place. And then you wait for that to dry, you wait for this to dry, and then you just kind of slowly build. It wants to kind of start to fall this way, so you want to keep an eye on it. The glue pulls a little bit. And then you can work on something else. So it would be a good idea to have maybe 2 or 3 of these circles going at the same time so you can work simultaneously and build and build. It is kind of fun, and at some point you can get your, I'll make a separate video for this so you can cover your models. And then from your models, you're gonna make something even larger. So you start with drawing, models, and then you're going to commit to a final design. One more thing I want to show you is that there's also another material that would yield some nice design too, but this is just basically a hanger, right? And if you've been to the dry cleaners lately, you'll have tons of these things, and if you just pull this out, it comes out just like so. And to be honest, these little things could work too. You just hot glue them to get, well, yeah, I mean, you could make something out of these too. Everything's an opportunity for mediums or materials. But in order to, it seems a little faster, doesn't it? In order to connect this together, you're gonna have to have a pair of pliers, needle nose pliers. That way you can twist and turn this, because it's not a really malleable metal. It's kind of hard, but you can twist and turn, and you can try to hook things or hook one end to another end so it kind of becomes a continuous line, like so. And then you can just kind of wrap this guy around, and then maybe you have a circle there. And then you have to build the little guys going up. That's where it gets more time consuming. Then you're like, you know what? I think I like the gluing better. I do like this. It's just lightweight. You can, whatever you do, you can actually hang on the wall. You can have installation based. It can be pedestal, whatever. So some things to think about, but I would go with the straws because it's easy, cheap, and accessible. And this comes in your kit. This does not. This does not. This does. And a tracing paper, which is what I use for this skin, does come in your kit. All right, talk soon.